They told you Africa was named by the Romans. They told you it came from a general called Scipio Africanus. They told you the name meant the land without cold. But what if I told you none of that is true? What if I told you the name Africa was changed on purpose, and the real name of this continent was older, deeper, spiritual, and dangerous to the people who came to conquer? Because before the colonizers arrived, before the Romans, before the Greeks, before the Arabs, this land had a name so powerful that ancient civilizations whispered it with respect, fear, and mystery. And that name was Alkebulan, the oldest recorded name of Africa, the name that existed thousands of years before Europe learned how to write. Alkebulan, meaning the mother of mankind, meaning the Garden of Eden, meaning the land of the first people and the first spirit. This was not just a geographic name. It was identity. It was pride. It was spiritual authority. Because Alkebulan was believed to be the cradle of all human life, a sacred origin point, a land protected by ancestors and ancient forces, a place where kings were crowned not just by royalty but by the gods. So, why was this name erased? Why would colonial powers bury a name that carried so much truth? The answer is simple, but painful. When you want to conquer a people, you must first erase who they were. You remove their languages, you destroy their stories, you rewrite their history, and finally, you rename their home. The Romans could not rule a land called the mother of mankind. The Greeks could not control a people who believed they were born of divine origin, and the colonizers could not enslave a continent that remembered its sacred name. So, they replaced Alkebulan with Africa, a name whose meaning is still debated, uncertain, and empty. A name with no spirit, a name with no power, a name that disconnects millions from their ancient roots. But the truth never dies. Because today, more people are rediscovering the name Alkebulan and reclaiming the identity that was stolen. And now you know the secret they tried so hard to hide. Africa was never just a continent. It was a kingdom, a mother, a spiritual homeland of humanity. Alkebulan, the first home, the original name, the name they feared. Welcome to the Dark Africa Files. If this taught you something new, make sure you follow and subscribe for more untold African truths.